Hello there. I want to share with you my thoughts on the Trinity. I think it's a very important thing for us to be able to understand the concept of the Trinity. And why particularly I want to share my thoughts concerning the Trinity is in regards to this aspect of love. Without us understanding the Trinity, it will be very misplaced for us to begin to think God as love. The Trinity distinguishes God profoundly from any other gods, and there are very many kind of, religions and forms of spirituality that have a different, rather their own kind of expression of who God actually is. For instance, we have monotheistic religions like Islam. And the underlying concept of God in Islam is that God is an individual, right? I'm not saying God is one, he's saying God is an individual. Yet, very different from our Christian worldview, where we see that God is one, but he's not an individual. God is one in the sense that he is a community of three persons. He's three people, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit agreeing as one and constituting this concept of God. And why is this important, you may ask? It's because if God will claim to be love, and that love is his nature, then he has to exist as love in and of himself with nothing external to himself as a point of reference. Probably you might be thinking that's a very complicated statement, Pastor. Will you elaborate it a bit? And yes, I will. God can only claim to be love if in his existence, before creating anything, before creating the angels, before creating the heavens, before creating the earth, before putting any form of creation out, if he himself was able to love. But we understand love to be a projection towards the other. Love cannot be love if it is not expressed and experienced to and experienced by another person. So in God manifesting himself and showing himself as a Trinity, we can be able to see that the concept of love already existed in him even before the created order. That is to mean the Father perfectly loved the Son and the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit perfectly loved the Son, the Father, and the Son perfectly loved the Father and the Holy Spirit, and each of them received love from one another. So God says that if we love one another, we will be like him. Why? Simply because God himself, in that community of the Trinity, they love one another. So I believe that God intentionally showed us the concept of the Trinity so that we can believe and understand when he says that he is love, that God is love, because within himself he's capable of loving, because God is a relationship, God is a community. So whenever you think about the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, begin to think about the love of God that surpasses human understanding. Be blessed.